If you go to the gym regularly, you already know how tight your body can feel. Heavy lifting, repetitive motions, tense shoulders, stiff hips, and lower back pressure all slowly build up. And even though your strength improves, sometimes your mobility and recovery start falling behind. That's where yoga becomes one of the most powerful tools you can add into your routine, not to replace your workouts, but to make them smoother, safer, and more effective. A lot of gym goers think yoga is just stretching or something you do at the end of a long day. But the truth is, certain yoga poses can directly enhance your strength training by opening tight muscles, improving range of motion, boosting stability, and preventing injuries before they even show up. If you train hard, your body needs something that balances out all that tension. Yoga does exactly that. And today we're going through the best yoga poses specifically for gym goers, the ones that actually make a difference. Let's start with something almost every lifter struggles with: tight hips. If your hips are stiff, your squats suffer, your deadlifts feel uncomfortable, and your lower back ends up doing extra work. That's where the pigeon pose becomes a game changer. It targets the glutes, hip rotators, and deep tissues that normal stretching barely reaches. Holding it for just a minute on each side can release days of tension. Many lifters say their squat depth improves instantly after adding pigeon to their routine. Next is downward dog, one of the most iconic yoga poses for a reason. Gym goers usually have tight hamstrings, overworked calves, and stiff shoulders from pressing and pulling. Downward dog stretches the entire backside of your body, lengthens your spine, decompresses your lower back, and opens the shoulders. If you lift heavy, especially deadlifts or RDLs, this pose can dramatically improve your flexibility and comfort. It also teaches you how to breathe more effectively while maintaining tension, something that carries over directly into your heavier lifts. Now let's talk about your spine. Most gym movements loaded: squats, overhead presses, rows. Cat-cow helps restore fluidity, warms up the spine, and resets posture. Just 10 slow rounds before your warm-up can make your back feel lighter and more mobile. It also improves mind-muscle connection, teaching you how to control your spine properly. Over time, this awareness helps you lift safely and maintain better body mechanics during heavy movements. Cobra pose is extremely useful for anyone who sits a lot or lifts with a slightly rounded back. It strengthens the spine, opens the chest, stretches the hip flexors, and reverses that hunched forward feeling. If you do a lot of bench pressing or pulling, Cobra helps improve shoulder positioning and upper back activation. It also improves your breathing space by opening your rib cage, which helps during any intense training session. Another important pose is the low lunge, or Anjaneyasana. It stretches the hip flexors and the quads, two areas that tighten up quickly for gym goers. When these muscles get stiff, you lose power in your glutes and your lower back starts taking over. Adding a twist at the top also helps with rotational mobility, which is useful for sports, running, and functional training. Even holding this pose for a minute each side can noticeably improve your stability during squats and lunges. Now let's move to something that strengthens as much as it stretches: chair pose. Gym goers love squats, but this pose builds endurance, balance, and stability through your quads, glutes, and core without any weight. It trains proper knee tracking and activates deep stabilizers that keep your heavy lifts safer. Holding it for just 30 seconds feels tougher than most people expect. The control you build here can improve the way your body handles fatigue inside real gym workouts. For the upper body, the cow face arm pose is essential. Lifting tightens the chest, shoulders, and lats. This pose stretches the entire shoulder girdle, including the triceps and upper back. If your shoulders feel restricted during bench presses or overhead presses, practicing this regularly can make your lifts smoother and more comfortable. It also improves posture, which is something gym goers often overlook. For core stability, boat pose is a powerful option. It strengthens your abs, hip flexors, and the smaller muscles that support your lower back. Gym goers often rely on crunches and weighted ab exercises, but boat pose builds strength more deeply and with better control. It teaches you how to hold tension evenly across your core, useful for deadlifts, squats, and any movement where your spine needs to stay stable. Bridge pose is another great one, especially for lifters. It activates your glutes, opens your hip flexors, and improves your lower back health. It's like a glued bridge, but with more focus on alignment and breath. Anyone who squats or deadlifts will feel the benefits almost immediately. This pose also helps correct anterior pelvic tilt, which is extremely common among gym-goers who train hard but stretch very little. And finally, every gym-goer needs real recovery. That's where Savasana comes in. It looks simple, but it helps your body relax, lowers stress, and resets your nervous system after constant training. It's the final step that brings balance to everything you did. Even just a few minutes in this pose can make your entire session feel complete. Yoga isn't here to replace your workouts, it's here to upgrade them. Strong muscles without mobility lead to plateaus and injuries. But when you combine strength training with yoga, your body becomes more balanced, more flexible, and better prepared for the work you put it through. You move better, you lift better, you recover faster. And most importantly, you feel better in your body, not just inside the gym but throughout your daily life. If you've never tried yoga before, start with just a few minutes a day. Pick 2 or 3 poses from today's video and practice them slowly. It won't take long before you feel the difference, and once you do, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and comment which pose you want a full tutorial on. See you in the next one, and take care of your body. Thanks for watching.